Lisa with Canadian Gardening Zone 3. So I've been in the garden for a few days, not filming because I didn't want to, but I was gonna film this. So last year, this pod, it's a big one, I just planted cannas in it and a couple of other little things. So cannas are going in it this year, but last year in the fall, I just cut the cannas off and I didn't pull them out. So they're like this. They're a lot easier to get out now, but I want to show you a little hack. Well, just what I do. I don't know if it's a hack so much as that they're tough to get out. So I'm just going to tip you down so you can see. Hope you don't fall. And so I take a good knife, long one, and I try and get under there. So I'm going on an angle, if you can't tell. And then I go back and forth with the shovel, and pretty soon I get a root. I want to try and get most of them out. I'm not sure, pretty sure they could grow around them, but I just want to take them out so that they have room to breathe and show you what else I'm gonna try this year. So I'm gonna put this in the hole before I put the bulb in. Now I heard that it's a lot easier to get the bulb out in the fall once the frost hits the top. So we're gonna give it a try. It's a bit of a wrestle sometimes. So these have been frozen. They're out here all winter. So they are dead. So good compost, but that's about it. Well, I don't even know if they're good compost, but they're pretty deteriorated. So like I say, I wouldn't leave 100%, but do I get 100% out of the pot? No. So I just kind of work it until I get sick of it, basically. There's a good one. So I don't know if you can tell, but I just keep going around in the circle and get out the soil. There's also another good idea, is to just dump it out, pot and all, like this, and hack at it like that from the bottom up. But you could lay down a tarp or a piece of plastic and do it that way. I think I'll probably do it that way when I get tired of doing it this way. Something to think about. So cut and they come out. There, now that's about as deep as I would go. So whatever's under there, there might be something, and there might not be. Might be just roots, like, let me grab some, like this, but they're empty and they're very flimsy, so they're not going to do nothing to the canna growing. And I don't want to go too much deeper than this. So that's it. Now I'm going to go and get some cannas and to put in here. Be right back. Yeah, so these are the cannas. They're just the green tall ones. And I put a good whack of, this is, I was told bark chips, but this is chainsaw shavings from when my husband takes wood and takes the wood and he chops it up with the chainsaw rather than an axe. Does the axe too, but chainsaw is faster and not as hard. There. Now I think we're gonna do a good half of this. So these have been rooting since about March. Now in March, I don't water them at all. I just put them in, and when I start to see a bit of green, which in some cases wasn't until just recently, then I start to water it. There, those are planted now, and I'm just gonna grab what else I'm gonna plant in here, which is these guys. So these are status. I find them very tall, but the leaves don't interfere with the cannas. But the flower spike comes up and it's soft and airy, and the canna just grows around it. So put a couple of those in, and then This one is gonna have, I think, is that blurry? Oops. Oops, sorry. Fell down. I have a tripod, but I keep forgetting to unearth it. I think I have 4 lysianthus left. So I'll do 1 in each of these. Do dianthus. So, but I'm gonna take all the buds off. They're very rooted. So we'll take some of the roots, split it out a bit. There. Just give you a look at how that looks. Now we're going to do the big one beside it. This one. I used these Jiffy things for some seeds. I will not do that again. I did it once before and I thought it wasn't too bad, but I've decided no, it doesn't work very good. So I have this trio of large pots here. So I put these in the bottom. There's something to do with them. They are, oh, it's getting hot here. Take my sweater off. Off on. It's one of those days, it's quite cloudy. And when there's the wind, it's windy. So you get a little chilly once the wind picks up and you these coffee pots work good, but they only last 1 year. They degrade quite a bit, especially ones with, like the ones that aren't all plastic. They actually are compostable. That's a steak. So just kidding. I think the roots are out of here. But I have another one with roots in, so I'll show you on that one. These I want to get rid of. Don't want to keep those guys in there. So the darn squirrel smells it, or I don't know what. Remembers, doubt it, because there are so many everywhere. There. Anything here? That's a little low. Now, once I'm finished planting, I'm going to come around with spikes, fertilizer spikes, and get them all in here. So, there you go. My neighbors seed. Same thing. We'll do. Now these are status, and they're a mix, so it's going to be a surprise what color is what. And what I usually do is I just, once they get relatively up, I cut them and bring them in the house, and they fully open in the house. Then they dry the best. So once they're fully open out here, they've been pollinated and whatnot, and but I do wait until I see color. But they can be pink, purple, white, yellow. Do the opposite here, so do this on this side. Actually, these flowers got quite a bit of life left in them, so leave them on. Just left up the roots. I'm gonna stamp this here. Found when I nipped out the middle, the Lysianthus bushed out a little more. Because if you plant like this, it just gets taller and taller and taller and taller, and then starts branching out. And then the flower is way up here. And it's a big rose type flower. And it's too tall like that, in my opinion. So I don't let it get like that. See how it's sitting on my cart, which is nice because then it's mobile. But I don't know if you're going to be able to see that way. This is what I want. Oh, and you know what? I forgot to put the what do you call, the sawdust in there. What's this? Because look at all what I have here. All kinds of it. But I'll do it on this one. I got those two yet. And so yeah. Whoops. Sorry. The strap is underneath. Just edit that out. Should be raised up. They're a little soft and squishy, but they're not gross. Of course, the ones that I'm planting are very hard. They are ready to burst out and make big giant leaves and pretty flowers. Coffee pod. Go. Just got a bowl. Put some, is that a peanut? Rock. Okay, I'm just gonna put the wood chips in there. Now these ones, I've got 2 pots of peach Canna left. I'm going to put both of them in here. So what I do is I fold this back. So apparently this is a very fancy plant. I'm done. Hi. So it's called Purple Perilla Shizo. So we'll see. I'm gonna put it front and center. I'll put it somewhere where I'm going to see. And these are peach cannas. It'll look nice with them. How'd it go?
Okay.
With your mom?
Okay.
That's good. So that one got the now it's not very even. Oopsie. Put that green one in there. And there, that's that trio planted. I didn't use the status in the smaller pot because I used that big perilla. So we'll see how it's gonna look. I'm just gonna turn you around and show you before I water. There you go. There is the cannas in the middle, status on each side, dianthus, lysianthus. Canna in the middle, status on each side, dianthus, and lysianthus. And this one I have the peach canna, which is half the size of those ones, and the perilla. And I did a Titan Titan mix. So one on this side and one on this side. Now I may throw some more lobelia as a hanging draping plant yet. But we'll see how this goes for a while. Anyways, that's it for now. Hope you like this video, and I hope to see you in the garden again. Bye.